In this video, we'll take a look at the Sight and Go feature on your Garmin GPSMAP 66 series device. We'll use a scenario to explain how we can use this feature, which may be useful if you're doing traditional map and compass. Let's say that we're out for a hike and we have our person here and we have our direction of travel. Let's say we don't want to look at our GPS all the time, and we know that our direction of travel is a certain number. Right, and we have a couple of obstacles. Now, to navigate around the obstacles using map and compass, what we would normally do is we know the bearing, we know the direction we want to go from at this point. And what we do here is normally do 90-degree turns, either left or right, and we go for a set distance, let's say 200 meters, to get past the obstacles. And then we would do 90 degrees or resume our original bearing when we're over here to go up here, whatever distance is necessary. And then we would do another 90-degree turn, the same distance as over here, so that we're basically at the same spot on the other side of the obstacle than we were at the beginning. And then once we're at this point, we resume our normal bearing and we should reach our target. So the Sight and Go is what we use for that. So for example, in this case here, we're just going to imitate the device. If we're traveling this way, the device is pointing this way. So let's get a number here, for example. So to access this, we'll use the compass page and we'll hit menu and we're going to do Sight and Go, for example. Press enter and we can see if we're traveling in this direction, 285 is what we need to use. So I'm just going to write 285 like that, right? And then we can lock direction. But let's say we're here, we need to go around obstacles. I need to do 90 degrees to go that way. So what we need to do here is we need to calculate our original bearing at 285. We need to minus 90 degrees. So that's 5. I'm using old math for this. Right, so I need to set my compass or my Sight and Go to 195 to go to reach to this direction. So what I would do here is from my compass page, hit menu, use Sight and Go, right? And then I would just rotate this device to 195. And that will get me to my bearing. And once it's locked in, there you go, it's locked in. Let's say it's 195 just for demonstration. We can either set course and we'll do the direction, but the project waypoint is very useful, especially if you're traveling with a map. And you know from the map that 200 meters will probably get you past the obstacle, so we can project a waypoint here. So for example, we can waypoint different units. If we're working with a UTM map, maybe it's in kilometers or meters, but let's say we wanted to go 200 meters, we can just simply set this to 200 like that, and we'll just save it. And now what we can do is point our device just like we would a compass, and then we would go that way for 200 meters. And what's useful about this is that we have the data field that changes to tell us when we need to stop to get to over here. So now, once we're over here, we need to just simply set our bearing to the original 285. So once we're done navigating, we simply just hit the menu, Sight and Go, and then we just simply reset our bearing. And it's always tricky to set the bearing on this thing. And just for demonstration purposes, I'll try to get it as best as I can. Let's say here, oh, lucky, good. So again, what I can do is I can set course. So since I don't know how far I need to go to pass this obstacle, I may just set the course, for example, and then you're just walking, right? Now we're using the CDI bearing or direction pointer field. So each of these ticks, these dots that you see here, you'll see the scale that's 250 meters off course. We've covered this in another video, but basically if you're just bushwhacking through, this can help you give you a sense where you are. So you might want to stay on target to get to this point over here. So once you're over here, simply now you do 90 directions in the other way, which is 285 plus 90 degrees. and then you would set your bearing that way for 200 meters. And once you're there, then you resume to 285 to keep going straight to your finishing point. And that's basically quickly how you can use the Sight and Go to help you navigate around obstacles, just like you would map and compass.